Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this session on trading economic news. We're just going to get ready for the reports that will be announced in about 5 minutes. So we'll just have a quick recap for the day. As usual, the day starts off with looking at the economic calendar, and I'll just bring that up. So today is the 1st of July. Tuesday, the 1st of July, and again the main market will be trading is the Euro-US dollar, and from the calendar we know that the US ISM manufacturing report is due out at 3 p.m. GMT plus 1. So at 3 p.m. GMT plus 1 we have this report due out, which is in exactly 5 minutes, and again we know that the markets tend to trend sideways prior to the last report of high importance. So there's a high probability that the market was going to trend sideways prior to the report. Again, you don't use the words never or always, but there's a high probability, and because of that high probability, we decide to keep out of the market and just wait till about now and get ready for how the market reacts to the report. So this is the Euro-US dollar. So looking at the Euro-US dollar now, as we can see, the market has been trending sideways all day, which is not surprising because of the report due out shortly. So no pending orders were placed. So now that we're just a couple of minutes away to the report being announced, I've now placed a pending sell order just below the pivot point, and I also have a pending buy order just above the first resistance. And as you can see, the market itself is just trending sideways comfortably between the first resistance and the pivot point. So if the report is announced and the market falls, then I'll sell below the pivot point. Alternatively, if the report is announced and the market shoots up, I'll buy if it breaks the first resistance. So I've got my pending orders today and I'm ready to trade. The lines you see here, the trade from yesterday. So, you know, when we had the session last night, remember I left my day trade on till today. So I still have that trade on from yesterday, so you can see it's still there. But what I have now done, in view of the report coming out shortly, I've moved my stop loss to just below the pivot point from yesterday. And in essence, I've locked in about 10 pips. So I've moved my stop loss. You can see my opening price was 1.3664 and my stop loss is now 1.3675. So I've locked in about 10 pips in there. So if the market falls and takes me out from the trade from yesterday, at least I'll make a $10 profit on that trade. But we'll see. But obviously if it goes up, then I'll still be in that trade from yesterday. Okay, so we'll see how things pan out. Okay, so do place your pending orders and get ready for the report. If you've placed your orders, fine. If you haven't placed your pending orders, do go ahead and place your orders quickly because the report will be announced shortly. Also, if you have any questions, do click the hand button on your control panel or send your questions through the question box while we wait to see how the market reacts to the report. So we can see that's the pound dollar. So that one is there's not much movement in the pound dollar too. Same as the euro yen. Although the Dow Jones took off when the market opened. Obviously, the US market opens at 2:30 p.m. GMT plus 1, so we can see that's the opening when the market open is shot up, but we'll see what happens when the report is announced shortly. So let's go back to our market, Euro-US dollar, and we'll see how the market responds to the report. So it's 3 o'clock. So the report has been announced, and now the market will then decide how it's going to react. That's the beauty about trading. The market will go with what the majority of the people in the markets decide. So if the majority decide the market is going to be bullish or is positive, then the market will go up. If the majority decide that it's not a very good report and it will push the market down, and the market will go down. So I guess the beauty about being a trader is just going with what the majority says. So it's not about your individual opinion. It's about what does the market in general, what is the market in general going for. So we'll wait and see. But again, we've made our decision. We've decided what we want to do. We'll let the market decide. So the market, as always, the market can only trend three ways. The market can either trend up, and if it trends up and breaks the first resistance, then we buy. Alternatively, the market can trend down, and if it trends down, we'll sell below the pivot point. And if it keeps trending sideways, then we keep out. So it's as simple as that, really. So just let the market make up its own mind. We have made up our minds according to our trading plan. Okay, any questions before we call it an afternoon? Apologies for not meeting this morning. I had some technical problems this morning, but not much was done anyway because of the report, so no trades were placed, and I sent out an email just to say that this morning. Well, everything is fine now, so fingers crossed everything will be okay for the rest of the 2 weeks. Okay, as usual, if there are any changes to the current plan, I will send you out an email during the day, and then we'll meet again at 8 p.m. this evening to round up the day and look ahead to tomorrow. Okay, so since there are no questions, I'll leave you all to look after your trades. We've made our decision, and we're just going to leave it to the market to decide what it's going to do, and then we'll take it from there. So have a good afternoon, everyone. Take care, and God bless.